inside with Scaring the Hoes. You check the box as far as like Smoking the Hoes too. Was smoking involved in your sets?
Word. Was smoking involved in my set? Like, you mean like that I smoke in the middle of the set?
The vibe, took your smoke in the middle.
I didn't smoke in the middle of my set just because I was rapping. Usually, I play a beat set, and in between the set I rap, but my time got a little cut short, so I just stuck to rapping this time. So I didn't really get to smoke in the middle of the set, but I got right before, and I'm about to finish this little blunt right after the case.
Was that because you were late here today, by any chance?
Damn, was I late? Because
No,
there was still a couple acts before me. I don't know.
Everybody was, I was late.
I heard everybody was late.
Yeah. Without putting a number to your age or alluding to that, we'll keep that a mystery.
Okay.
What time of sound of hip hop defines what you were influenced by? What made you want to start rapping, doing music? Period.
Influenced by
albums, artists, whoever. Like,
I mean, it's easy to say the 90s, because there's obviously the list of artists in that era, like Wu-Tang Clan. Like, Wu-Tang Clan is like the 90s, like, name that I've always resonated with mostly.
Okay.
But obviously, you got Nas, you got Big and everybody. But then, like, for me, it's also like the early 2000s. Supreme Clientele came out in 2000.
Yeah.
Mad Villainy came out in 2004 to 2006, between those years, roughly around that time. So like anywhere from like the late 90s to like the early 2000s. But then this shit that comes out now, that's crazy to me. I feel like really any standpoint, like my hip hop is 2024. I don't want nobody telling me I got the 90s vibe and all that other stuff. It's rooted in hip hop. It definitely takes from the essence of hip hop, but we in a new age. We got cell phones. You know what I mean? Like I could take a GPS and go anywhere around the world. So it's not 90s.
Nice. So there's no need to timestamp what your sound is. Your sound,
exactly.
It's timeless.
Exactly.
Nice. I know you mentioned right now Supreme Clientele, which is still my favorite Ghost album, more than Fish. Was it Fish? Sorry, what was the name of the first one? I forget.
You're talking about Iron Man.
Iron Man, sorry. Fish is on Iron Man. I meant to say that. So.
Yeah.
Right, so Iron Man.
I like Supreme Clientele more than Iron Man too. It's close though.
Okay.
It's close. It's close. Like, I love Daytona 500.
Yeah.
I love Faster Blade. Like certain joints on Iron Man, that's crazy. But Supreme Clientele is just like, that shit is so dynamic for a rap album. It's like he's doing backflips on beats and shit. It's crazy. It's not. It's so out of pocket, but in pocket. And this was at a time to where like that was a thing, but he did it so tastefully. It still had a bounce to it. You know what I mean? But his flow was just so unorthodox. It was crazy.
As far as Ghost is concerned, is he your favorite by any chance Wu member, or do you have a favorite one on top of him?
Ooh. Awesome. See, I used to say Ray was my number one favorite.
Okay.
But as I grew up a little bit, as I got older, as I got into adulthood and all of that, Ghost slowly kind of became my number one favorite. And that's just because it just stylistically, I feel like it just, I don't know, it just resonates with me a little bit more, but like it's still super close. Like Ray and Ghost are my two favorites. And then I'd probably say like, I don't know, I think it's kind of a toss-up between like Capadonna, if you... Is Capadonna considered a Wu-Tang member, or it's kind of like
honorary after B's passing?
I'm gonna say Capadonna, honestly. So I'm gonna say it's a tie between like Capadonna, Jizza.
Okay.
I say really those two, and then I feel like RZA is kind of like, I love some of his stuff, but then there's some stuff that's just a little bit too out there for me,
Okay. So let's say amongst the whole Wu collective, if there was one you could work with, do a collab with, whatever, who would that be and why? If not Ghost already, I'm assuming, perhaps.
I would actually say, if not Ghost, on the rapping tip, I would actually say RZA, because there's certain RZA production that's just like, he is who he is. Between the biggest classic albums, between all of them, that like it's just undeniable.
Yeah.
And like, everybody has their opinions on like the Wu-Tang later on and all of that, but like he's done little collabs sprinkled in throughout the years that have been crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I would definitely take a RZA beat. That's the God.
As far as your sound's concerned, your music, how long would you say it takes you to make one song and be like okay with it? Like on to the next one, I'm good with this. Let's put it out there.
A verse, it varies. Like I could make a verse in probably 15 to 20 minutes if the beat is perfect, the timing is perfect, and everything is just aligned, and I could just get it done right there. Sometimes it might take me like an hour. Sometimes it might take me a couple months. It might take me a couple months. So it all depends. And it all depends on what I'm working on too. So I don't really have a straight answer for it. It definitely varies depending on what I'm doing.
That's good to hear. No, it's always a variable. It's always on your time frame. It's not like you have to deliver by a certain date or anything either.
And a lot of that comes from the fact that I mix and master my own music.
Oh, okay.
And then, and a lot of the beats I produce, if I don't produce the specific beats, I have a bunch of people I'm just cool with that make great beats.
Right.
So it does kind of end up being on my time. I don't really pay for verses. I don't pay for beats. I don't pay for studio time. I kind of just work when the time is right for me. Work with the people that I'm cool with, and then that's kind of that, you know.
Oh, nice. So you're kind of like the one-man gang. Every little aspect of your shit is your shit.
For sure. I said it in the song, One Man, Band Man, you know?
Shout out to Swizz, I guess, yeah. Now, how do you feel about him? Do you think he's done... I'll be honest. This is my opinion, of course. I'm not putting it on you like you're co-signing, but I don't feel Swizz should be anywhere near a mic. Put him behind the board.
Swizz?
Tap the buttons, all that. All he wants is crazy all day, besides tapping the Alicia Keys all day. But... keep him away from the mic.
He's talking as far as rapping or just like
rapping?
I feel like it's a little bit harder to gauge with producers because their main thing is making beats. So I don't really hold it to the same standard as much with producers unless they're coming out as being a rapper producer. If it's just that, you know, I make beats and I rap every now and then, I'm not necessarily gonna hold you to that same kind of like standard. So if Swizz wants to rap, then let him rap, you know. I'm kind of just
country,
like free country, you know. Am I gonna listen to it? You know, I don't know, but like I just know that I don't really judge producers the same way. And then it's kind of like you got the random dude on the street that says that they rap and they play you shit that sounds like it's underwater, you know. So it's kind of like Swizz is gonna at least give you a good mix, you know.
There is that true. Yeah, that's true. I might have to reconsider then Swizz, you know, being allowed to get on a mic like that.
So follow me on IG at HooksArthur, HooksArthur. That's my personal artist page. And then follow my show page, record.everything.crew, for details on my monthly shows and just details on the whole brand in that regard. So that's where you could pretty much find me at.
Monthly shows in terms of what? What are you doing with them?
So I do hip hop shows. So we handpick 4 to 6 artists, rappers and producers, and then we give them a good amount of time in between. And the way we do it is everything's catered to those few artists. We don't book big cards because we want every artist to feel like they're the main event. Okay. So it's 15 to 20 minutes depending on what they're doing. Very short, if no interludes. And you know, sometimes it might be more rap centric, sometimes it might be more producer centric, but it's just geared around just the whole hip hop community, you know.
Nice. Okay, so you're giving back while, you know, giving yourself a platform too if need be.
Absolutely. I didn't start I didn't start hosting shows up until November 2022. That's when I started. Leon. It's my boy Leon. He helps me with the whole REC thing. He holds the camera. You know what I mean. He helps me just coordinate everything. So like me, him, one other person, my man Zesto. He's out in Chicago. Those are the 3 people that's been helping me. And my man Butter got on board with us later on. So it's been us 4 kind of trooping this whole monthly show. Private shows, public shows. You know, bigger venues, smaller venues, just, you know, whatever we think is right.
You know, I'll just add this, you know, I'm going to trust his vision, literally his eye, just because of that shirt. That's a nice looking shirt.
Right, yeah.
He's got an eye for design.
He likes the Hawaiian shirts.
You know what, the season is apropos.
Yo, it's appropriate.
The material in your shirt, you might be sweating a little too much.
Yo, after rapping, yeah, I was chilling the whole day. Once I finished rapping, I'm fucking drenched. I'm just cooling off now, you know. But yeah, nah, it was in the building. It's hot though, because everybody's smoking their weed and all of that.
Hot box in there.
Yo, it's a hot box.
Yeah, smoking the hose. That's it.
Exactly.
But yeah, thank you for doing your thing today, smoking the hose, scaring the hose. Appreciate you. That's what's fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Anything you want to share at all? Promote yourself.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you for having us. Thank you for the interview.
Right, where's your ads? Where's your where to find
You can find me. I'm Leon Literra, camera guy, guitarist. That's LeonLiterra, Literra.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So as far as